We are working with 6 civil society organizations in 5 countries across the world as they take an adaptive learning approach to engaging their governments through the Open Government Partnership.
During the past few days, and even prior to that, we're seeing pretty profound shifts from what we thought the problem was and what we thought our change goal was and what we thought our strategies were, into things that incorporate the feedback we've received thus far as we've talked to beneficiaries or as we've talked to our project partners. We're learning, like, okay, so maybe this online platform doesn't make as much sense, and in fact the problems that we're dealing with are not focused perhaps on access to information or knowledge of OGP, and it's more about the conditions that enable people to participate in political processes and to make their voices heard.
Adaptive learning put emphasis on the qualitative data, the how, the why, the when, and less on the quantitative, which is the numbers. And also, we said that the adaptive learning have limitations. So the project is not really that flexible, especially that it is time bound. So take note, Mabsi.
If there is no evidence, there is no opportunities, and there is no gaps, MADC can't save in the vacuum. They need evidence from the grantees. But the guarantees also, they need to convince them.
We make decisions, partly based on evidence, what we know. Also, part of it is like the feeling that we're using judgment, you're assessing what you know, the evidence that's presented before you. But I think it's very important for projects like this to be able to just document that you've made decisions and this is the basis on which you've made decisions.
When you tell the stories of how the e-government mechanisms can help people at the grassroots level, in that case, you tell the story with your own eyes and your own values. Yes. Subjectively. So when we do so with the researchers, what the response that was given was beautiful, because they said, oh, this is the first time we are in a research team and we think that our opinion is being valued by the people in the designing of the research.
So this is my space, this is my work. This is government business, you are civil society, and it needs some trust building to be able to get into the same boat and work together.
It looks like you need some help over there.
What do you know? We're a civil society organization.
We know quite a bit, sir.
Please come join us.
Yay!
But don't get too comfortable. This is government.
Okay,
We are
let's stay
elected
with
by
that.
the people. Yes, you can row with me.
And then even in that same boat, you can still see that the English is trying to take the lead. So that's my space. I've got to do this process, and perhaps in reality, we've got to acknowledge that there has to be lead from them, but in some way, the rest of the team, are there to facilitate, to hold hands, and just get to that destination.
The civil society can help us with that, so can we join your boat?
And vote for us. Yeah.
At what point does collaboration become co-optation? To what extent can NGOs cooperate but still maintain their independence?
In different contexts, we are working in silos. You find we development actors in the same community, everybody's doing things that he finds is good for them, but without counting what another person is doing. But globally, what is happening in Philippines might be the same what is happening in Tanzania.
Your judgment, and I want to add in here your political judgment and the value you bring into the work, is absolutely valid, and it's an important part of the story. And when we're offering accounts, it's not purely objective external measures, although that's important, but it's also this internal value and judgment that we bring to bear. It counts from the ground up.
Part of the working with us that needs to be done for the next couple of months before we get to August is to get clearer on that exit strategy for individual organizations and the transition. Then, of course, there's the question also for MADC.
What's beyond August? Is MADC started to think this will we take that position? If not, why? And if is how? Who? When?
what the grantees can do for themselves and how they can use this network also to have ideas on the sustainability, but also build connections.
Projects in themselves are very rarely sustainable because you're saying, right, it's 1 year, 2 year project. And that's not, what we know about this kind of work is, governance work is long-term change process. It's like, well, do we need to be thinking about the sustainability of the ideas that we've been working on within the project? How does that fit within our strategic direction? What we're doing in terms of long-term change goals.
It's not that you're doing adaptive learning as well as traditional M&E and accountability, but actually the adaptive learning is the mechanism for accountability in this project, which is what makes it unique and weird and experimental.
We are serving the same people and the same community from different styles and different angles. But to make this all count to real life-based development is where now global integrity is set up, or to accommodate our differences to achieve one objective. That for me is a great thing.